Chloe, otherwise known as Princess Aspian, and welcome to my channel.
Just be me.
So about 6 months ago, I posted a video about accusations as to why I'm very clearly not autistic. You got me! Recently, I've been getting like a bit of clout on TikTok. Don't know how, don't know why, but there we go. And with this newfound clout, I've also come to find a lot of threads, most usually on Reddit, trying to, once again, debunk my authenticity for being autistic. So, I could make one of those like YouTuber apology videos. Oh, yes. Okay, I've always wanted to do one of these. Guys, I just want to come clean and say that I know there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening like on the internet about me and everything, and I know that a lot of people have been saying all this stuff, and I just want to come forward and give you my side of the story and tell you what's happening from my side and how I'm feeling, and because I know this is like really important. Anyway, I'm not autistic. I've been pretending this whole time, because why would I be pretending? Why would I be pretending? Why would I want the ableism that comes with being autistic? If I could just pretend I was neurotypical. Anyway, obviously that's not true. I am very autistic. I have got doctor certificates that will prove that to you several times over. But I do find these accusations very funny. And I also think that they do stem from a place of stereotypes. And they obviously are saying these things for certain reasons. And that's why I wanted to make another one of these videos. I wanted to look at these accusations and I wanted to talk about them and bring them to front and talk about why it's ridiculous. So I put a post up on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me there first so you can stay up to date with all the new video ideas and stuff like that that's coming. I put a story up on my Instagram asking people why they would think I'm not autistic. Now some of these are people's genuine opinions, other of these are people's stereotypes that they know about autism, but I haven't read a single one of these comments yet. I put it up last night and I have not opened Instagram since then. So let's just go. Here are reasons why people think I am not autistic. The first thing that pops up when I open it, I was unfortunately taught that autistic people are ugly white little boys. Bro, here I was thinking stereotypes would be like, oh, like, it's because you're a girl, like, oh, it's because, like, you don't show, like, typical autism traits. No, it's because you're not an ugly white little boy. There we go, okay. I always get told that autistics are quiet and shy, which would make them think that you're not autistic. Definitely a stereotype I don't fit. Once again, a stereotype that actually thinking back to it, most of my autistic friends, in fact, if not all of my autistic friends, if you get them into their environment where they feel safe and where they're like, yeah, this is my jam, they are the most loud, extroverted people you would ever meet. The only reason that autistics don't seem confident and the only reason that autistics don't seem like they fit in is because of the world that neurotypicals have created for them. If you suddenly got put into a room where nothing made sense to you and where people were interacting and communicating in ways which were weird and didn't make sense, you would probably be very shy and very inward and not want to talk to people. You'd be like, what is going on? I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. I don't know what to expect. That's what an autistic person's life is every single day. Put us into our environment where we thrive and we will be the most chatty, happy, confident person in the world. When I was at school, I didn't speak to a single person. When I was at school, I spent the entire school day crying or in the bathrooms or in the library at the back of it where no one could see me. I couldn't even ask for help for the teachers because I was too scared of raising my hand and bringing attention to myself. But on the weekends, when I would go to my acting lessons or when I would go horse riding or when I would go surfing or whatever it was, I would be so happy and so vibrant and so chatty because I knew that I was safe in this environment, because I knew that this was my place and I felt safe here and I knew where I belonged and where I fit in. So autistic people are not shy and introverted by nature. Some of them might be introverted people, but autistic people are not shy by nature. The reason that we are shy and the reason that we appear introverted is because of the world that neurotypicals have created for us. Not our fault. fault, your fault. People may think that your fashion sense is too good to be an autistic person. This is actually something that I do get quite a bit. I often get told, oh, but like you wear makeup and like you wear flower crowns and like you like wear nice outfits, which by the way, speaking of outfits, how cute is the top I'm wearing? This top is from an Australian independent store called The Vault and I am obsessed with them. They sent me a few outfits and it is so cute. Look at the butterflies. I am so excited for festival season so I can actually wear these out. Anyway, I do get this quite a bit. I love fashion and I love style and I love dressing up and I love wearing fairy princess clothes and alternative style clothes and I love dressing up. But there are also days that I literally do not want to get out of my trackies. Case in point, I am wearing trackies with this outfit right now. So there's that. Party at the front. Home time, let's go to bed down the bottom. But even with that being said, yes, I love dressing up and I love fun textures and playing with colors and stuff like that, but I also make sure that all of the clothes I wear still meet my sensory needs, which is definitely possible. I can't wear labels, I can't wear itchy fabrics, I can't wear certain types of fabrics. I have really high sensory needs when it comes to fabrics and textile sort of things. So I have to make sure that when I buy clothes, I make sure that I know what they feel like. I have to try them on a few times first. I have to like really go, yep, this is good. You can definitely dress up as an autistic person. It's just a matter of finding textiles and stuff that works for you. The top that I'm wearing at the moment is literally the softest thing ever. It's like a silky fabric and there's no tags or anything on it, so it meets my sensory requirements more so than what most of my normal daily day-to-day tops would. So yeah, definitely something that is still very much possible to be autistic with. You are very well spoken. Once again, another massive stereotype of autistic people. Autism comes in a million shapes and colors. There are autistics who are non-verbal and cannot speak at all. There are autistics who are semi-verbal and non-verbal sometimes in stressful situations. There are autistics who have enough words to speak for all of Australia. I am that last type, but for a period of my life I was also that second type where I could not speak. I was selectively mute. I couldn't speak to people that I didn't know and the words were very hard for me to get out. There are so many incredible autistic public speakers and authors and writers and performers and people who use their voice as their lifestyle and to live and to make money. Especially when it comes to autistic girls. Autistic girls actually tend to be very literate and very good with their words. Good at making conversation and good at speaking to other people. Different story, but we're very good at having words. I personally had quite a large vocabulary from quite a young age. I always used really unnecessary, really big words in my sentences instead of small, easier words that other kids my age would be using. I actually remember when I was in prep, I used a word in one of my creative writing pieces and my teacher was like, that's not a real word, and I was like, yes it is, look it up. And I got his attention because the teacher thought that I was back talking and trying to prove them wrong, which I was, but we looked in the dictionary and that word was a real word, which meant the thing that I was using that word for. I said this in a video recently on my 10 things about autistic girls video. Large vocabularies is definitely a very common trait in autistic girls, as is being very chatty with those that you feel comfortable with. But if you saw me at a party, different story. You will not hear me utter a single word. I'm saying that as if I even get invited to parties in the first place, which I don't. You're extremely sociable. I only leave my house to go to concerts. And that's it. Autistic people are abnormal, but you seem like any other girl. That is called masking. And the fact that you guys think that I'm normal, somewhat, kind of, semi, means that I'm doing my job of masking very well. I think I've done a few videos on this before, I've definitely spoken about it before, but masking basically means that we quite literally put on a mask. We put on a face, we pretend to be someone we're not by watching those around us, by going, this is what I know that people are supposed to act like, and we do the same thing because we already know that we're outcast. We already know that we don't fit into this world, so we're going to try and mask and try to imitate other people to try and fit in, to try and work into that mold which we know that we don't fit into in the first place. But also, normal is such a wide, weird term. Like, what is normal? There are oddballs no matter who you are, no matter if you're neurotypical or neurodiverse or able-bodied or whatever it is. Everyone is a little bit kooky in their own way. Some of us are just a little bit better at hiding our kookinesses, or our kookinesses fit into other people's idea of normal kookiness. And that's all okay. But also, it is definitely a lot of masking. You have a lot of feelings and show them in a lot of your videos. Do you know what you're talking about? I have never cried in a video before. Oh my god! Holy moly! Darling, oh! Oh my god! Oh, Sign of the Times vibes! Guys, oh my god! I can't. Oh my god! Oh my god! I didn't cry like this for anyone. That's a lie. I cry a lot for no reason at all. Anyway, I am the most emotional person I know. If I'm not between like a 5 and a 7 on the emotion scale, I'm crying. Like, I am out. I'm in tears. Autistic people can definitely show emotions. That's a really misconceived stereotype about autism, that we are unempathetic, that we don't know how to show emotions. The reason for that is that we often don't know how to show emotions in a way that works in a neurotypical world. But every single autistic person I've met is the most empathetic person in the world. In fact, I would say that autistic people tend to be a lot more empathetic and a lot more emotional than neurotypical people. You have to look different to be autistic. Is there a uniform that y'all are wearing that I'm unaware of? Because are y'all getting matching tattoos on your foreheads that I haven't seen yet? Because I haven't ever seen an autistic person which I've instantly been able to go, yes, autistic, definitely. Hello, one of us. Autistic people are not inherently born with like purple hair and like rainbow eyes. That would be very cool though. Autistic people do not look any different. You cannot tell an autistic person walking down the street. There is no way for you to tell if someone is autistic unless they come out to you and go, hi, nice to meet ya, I'm autistic. Autistic people are as vastly different as everyone else in the world. We all look very different, we all act very different, we are all very different individual people because, get this, we are individual people. You are great at eye contact with the camera. Cameras don't stare at you and look at you like you're a weirdo. Now for the rest of the video, I'm gonna feel too awkward looking at the camera. You're very confident. Once again, it's all an act. I am very self-conscious. Once again, I think I've spoken about this quite a few times before, but I spent a lot of my life being very sad and very scared and hating myself for who I was. Partially it was when I was diagnosed as autistic and I was like, what the heck even is that? Partially it was my body and my mind and what I looked like. I spent a lot of my life being very unconfident in who I was. And again, if I go out to a party or a club or I'm with people that I don't know, I'm going to be the most self-conscious person in the universe, and all I will do is think about, oh, what if they don't like me? What if I say the wrong thing? I'll have a meeting with someone, I'll do an interview, and after the interview I will literally lie in bed for 3 hours in the dark and silence, just going, I said one word kind of weirdly, everyone's gonna be talking about that for the rest of their lives. But overall, my mindset now is I spent so much of my life being sad and scared of myself and of other people in the universe. Life is too damn short for that, man. Like what? Like, why are we wasting our time being sad? Like, why are we wasting our time being sad? It's so pointless. Yes, I like to think that I am fairly confident, but also you have bad days, because that's being human. Being human is you have bad days and you have your not confident days. I don't think that's necessarily an autistic thing. I think that's a human thing. But autistic people and being confident can definitely go hand in hand. In fact, my autistic mates are some of the most confident people I have ever met because they know who they are and they're okay with who they are, and they're like, I don't need to fit into society's expectations because this is who I am, and that's really freaking cool. You speak at schools / workplaces. I have a lot of people that bring this up to me whenever I am talking, saying like, oh, well, obviously you're not very autistic because you can speak on stage publicly and that's not an autism trait. But it is, because that's my special interest and that's what I'm good at and that's my safe place. Making small talk, I suck at it. I cannot make small talk. I will happily speak to 2,000 people on a stage and be like, this is my jam, I can do this. But as soon as it's tea time and everyone's just walking around chatting to each other, I will be like, let's get out of here. Just don't interact with people. Don't look at them, they can probably smell fear. When I'm speaking at school and workplaces and conferences and doing my own shows, I'm controlling that. I know what's going on, I know the rules, I know how to interact because it's my job and because I'm the one that's doing it. It's my special interest. Someone said that I'm popular and that autistic people can't be popular. Girl, if I could hug you right now, I would. Y'all think I'm popular? The fact that y'all think I'm popular, oh, love that for me. 13-year-old Chloe, who literally cried in the bathrooms because no one would speak to her, is thriving right now. Anyway, I think that's enough for this video. In case it hasn't been made obvious, I am definitely 100% autistic. That's never changing. I was autistic the day I was born. I'm gonna be autistic until the day I die. That's just who I am, and I'm very proud of that. I've also had people tell me that I'm putting myself down for calling myself autistic. It's not putting myself down, that's just who I am. The same as I have brown hair, the same that I'm a girl, the same as that I spend most of my life crying over Louis Tomlinson. It's just a part of me, and I love that part of me. And telling me that, oh, like, you can't be autistic because of this, or like, oh, don't think you're autistic, like, that's like a bad thing. Like, it doesn't help at all. But on the other end of that scale, telling me that I can't be autistic because you're autistic and your symptoms aren't the same as my symptoms, or you have a son or a daughter who's autistic and their symptoms are more severe than my symptoms or whatever, once again, it's not helping anyone, and it makes you just as ableist and righteous as someone who is neurotypical who is doing the same thing. I'm a proudly autistic woman. That is who I am, and I love that that's who I am. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you had any experiences of people telling that you can't be autistic for whatever reason, let me know what they are in the comments down below, because I would love to see some other stories. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys are looking after yourselves and staying kind to yourself and to other people. I hope you guys are staying hydrated and drinking water, and make sure to wear your face mask regardless of whether it is mandatory or not. Please wear your face mask when you leave the house. If you guys did like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I don't mind, do what it makes you feel happy, do what it makes you feel good, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Just be me.